Hi guys, can you hear me okay? Awesome, good. Welcome guys, welcome to another stream. It feels like a while since I did a stream. I think it was bank holiday. So it was just over a week ago, I guess. So hi everyone, Luna, good to have you. Hi Egyptian Kid, Sebastian, Bob McDaniels, Danny, and hi Ryan. So we're starting off today a little bit different. We're starting in the chopper, and I'm situated in New York, as you can see. Pretty cool scenery. I'm going to show you around in just a second. There's a lot of detail, as you can see. And something else I want to show you guys, in case you didn't know. Hi El Salmeron. I always say it wrong, I'm sorry. Salmeron. Can I call you Salmon? Hi Derek. Good to see you guys. So, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take off and fly around and show you the scenery. This is a new chopper that I've purchased. It's pretty cool. There's all sorts of things you can do with it. I'm still learning how to use it. But as you can see here, it's got a plug-in. And you can load all sorts of things. There you go. And you can connect it up as well with the rope. I guess you can do all sorts of things with that. Like search and rescue and God knows what else. You can see the rope attached to it there, or string, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to clear that. There we go. I'm just going to fly around. Okay, let's go for it. So this is a payware scenery of New York. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce the developers, but I'm sure one of you will type it in case anyone else is curious. But it's really cool, and it's quite FPS friendly considering the amount of autogen. I'm not really sure if it's classed as autogen. I guess it is. But yeah, it's pretty impressive. That's pretty cool, Ryan. Is that to do sort of like a tour of New York? I nearly did that actually when I went to New York. I wish I did. Hi James. Hope you're well. There you go. How about that for a view? Pretty cool, isn't it? So I think around here I'm averaging around 35 FPS, which is not too bad considering the amount of detail. So I purchased the New York scenery as well as the New York airports. So I've got the New York Payware airports loaded up too. So we'll fly towards LaGuardia, and you can see for yourself the detail of it. To be honest, I'm not that impressed with Payware Airport. I've seen better freeware stuff, especially by Mr. X. If for those of you who've seen or been on my stream previously, you would have seen Boston, for example, which is freeware by Mr. X. It's really impressive. I'm not sure if it's if it's as good really, but I'll let you decide anyway. Hi Killer Gaming. Hi Ryan. Hope you're all well. So as I say, this is a new chopper, and it's pretty detailed. I mean, all the functions work, and searchlight, and you can move the searchlight up and down, and God knows what else. And I haven't worked out how to do some of the operational stuff, like search and rescue and that kind of thing. But I've only had this for about 30 minutes. So I'll have some time to learn it, to show you guys on the next stream, hopefully. I believe, yep, there it is there. There's a helipad down there. I'm going to attempt to land there, so you can see the detail lower down to the ground. Hi Parser, welcome back. Thank you James for spelling out the developers for the scenery. So this is Central Park in New York. It's huge, absolutely huge. Really cool. If you haven't, if you're planning to go to New York, it definitely should be on your list of places to check out. Okay, so I'm not sure. I mean, as I say, I'm quite new at flying this chopper, so excuse me if I crash. I feel like what would make it really easy, much easier to fly a chopper in X-Plane is Track IR. I still haven't decided whether I should get it or not. I've had mixed reports on it, but to be able to look down very easily, I think would be very helpful when you're trying to land the chopper, rather than just having this sort of view. It's quite tricky. But we're still going to give it a go. Are you saying you can't hear the sound of the chopper, Killer Gaming? This is always the hardest bit, is the last bit, just before you touch down. Not too bad. I am having a slight issue with this scenery, and I don't know if any of you guys who have this scenery have experienced this. When I pan round, there's sometimes a delay. So you can see that? There's a slight delay. I'm not sure why, but doesn't do it on any other scenery. Just this, which is a bit bizarre. Yeah, I agree. Actually, Derek. Not enough objects like static aircrafts and moving vehicles and that kind of thing. But we're going to fly to LaGuardia in just a second. I'm just going to check something 1 second. Okay, I'm going to turn up the sound. Hopefully you should be able to hear it a bit better. Just let me know if that's any better, guys, yeah? Hopefully you should hear the sound of the chopper a little bit better now. Hi, Happy Camper. Okay, Killer Game. Hopefully it should be a little bit better. Just let me know if it isn't. This chopper is quite quiet for me as well, believe it or not. But as soon as we fly something different in a second, you're probably going to tell me to turn it down. Okay. This is the Trident B412, which is a Bell aircraft. Don't know why I was nosediving there. I think that's probably because I'm reading one of your messages. Hi, it's Space. Yeah, I think you're right, Salmaron. I think it's probably because of the detail, but I just not noticed anyone else complain about it, so I thought it was just myself. The detail on the scenery is just insane. It really is insane. I will warn you about the sound. Basically, as soon as I change aircraft, you might want to turn it down a little bit. So here we go. This is the Payware, one of the Payware airports you get with New York. Doesn't look too bad. Just going to make it a little bit lighter so you can see. It's quite hazy actually, isn't it? There you go. But as Derek said, the lack of aircrafts and that kind of thing just makes it a little bit dead. I think that probably is a little bit deliberate because they know how much scenery they have to load there in the background. I think if they dumped a few planes in here, it might really affect the performance of this scenery. Having said that, they've managed to add about 100 taxis down there. And a load of cars as well. Those cars are 3D. Yeah, that's a bit strange, isn't it? The chopper on my headphones is quiet, but it sounds pretty good, to be fair. But this, yeah, it's the scenery around here is really impressive. I mean, look at that in the background. Isn't that just amazing? If you're not, watch this stream in 2K. Let's touch this down here. Whoa. See, I'm still trying to get used to flying this. That's where helicopters land, right? Jetways. Yeah, so it's a neat helicopter, I must admit. As I say, there's a lot to learn. As you can see here, there's a lot of stuff that you can play around with. And you've got the configurations, so you can put it on dolly pad. There we go. You can see load, refill water, reset scoop. So obviously you can put out fires and God knows what else. It looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Yeah, I think so, Happy Camper. I think the sounds are pretty good, but maybe it's just a little bit quiet for some of you. See that slight lag when I pan. It's a little bit annoying, but as you say, it's probably because of the detail. Something I want to show you guys, in case you didn't know this already. I know there's a number of cool add-ons out there, like XEnviro and SkyMax Pro and whatever, that alter the clouds and the sky colours and that sort of thing. There is something that you can do for free to alter this this look. It doesn't really change the cloud, but changes the lighting. And let me show you. So if you go to Developer and then show sky colours, you can play around with this. So you've got foggy, hazy, clean, mount, no idea what that means, and high alt. I guess that's high altitude. I think just means that that's, you know, if you're flying at high altitude, that's sort of the colours of the sky. Also affects the lighting on the buildings as well, believe it or not. Orbit, overcast. Notice the colours changing on the buildings there. And snowy, sort of like a very dull sort of. It's pretty good. But yeah, in case you didn't know you can do that, I thought I'd show you that because it's a pretty neat little thing that you can do without having to spend money on add-ons if you don't want to do that. So, let's change aircraft, and I want to fly from here to Teterboro. So Teterboro is just not too far from here. Not sure why that's not loading. I did do regenerate icons, but it's still blank for some strange reason. Let's go for that runway. Actually, we'll go for that one. Yeah, I didn't think so. Not everyone knows about that. So I remember playing around with it in X-Plane 10, but completely forgot about it, and I accidentally came across it recently. So I thought I'd share it with you guys in case you didn't know. So hopefully that's helped someone. So this is another payware aircraft. For those of you who know Luna, so he's doing. Now this is quite loud, so Killer Gaming, you might want to turn this down. Yeah, so he's doing like a cross-country flight in this new aircraft. It's pretty cool. It's really realistic. It's probably one of the most realistic planes that you can get for X-Plane, I think. But it seems to be causing a bit of an issue with performance. I'm just going to enable the FPS. It seems okay, but it's just that panning again. Well, actually 30 FPS is definitely not okay. Not on my system. But that's okay. I'm sure it'll get better as we move away from here. Okay, so I want to show you guys, for those of you who haven't, actually I'll show you when we get to Teterboro. I'm going to take off and I'll show you some cool stuff with this that you can do with this plane. Let's make it a little bit brighter, there we go. See if the engine is probably not warm enough actually. Let me just check it. It'll probably give me a warning. Should have warmed it up first, but there we go. We can warm up now. So this aircraft behaves like the real thing, so you can't take it easy in this plane. A lot of things can go wrong, so you need to be on your toes. That'll do. Let's go for it. something that I really like about this plane, and you'll see in a second when we take off. The head movements which comes sort of like the default with this plane is pretty cool. You see it when you turn, so that head movement. That was really cool. I don't know why they don't do that on other aircraft. Yeah, my frame rate's suffering here. It's never this low. 30 it seems a bit low for my system. When I was flying around here, it could be to do with OBS actually. I guess part of the warning messages that you get, hints and that kind of thing. This aircraft is pretty cool. It's good if you're learning how to fly a Cessna. Yeah, so when I was flying here earlier, it was around 45 FPS. I'm pretty certain it's to do with OBS. OBS is software that I use for streaming. I had a feeling the sound was going to be messed up, so I'm just going to alter it again. There we go. Let me know if you can hear me a little bit better now. Hopefully it should be clearer. Okay. So where are we? Here we go. I need this track up. It winds me up when it's the other way around. So I think it's just there, straight ahead. So we'll just head that way. I'm glad the sound's better now. See, again, this is just an OBS issue. It's a bit annoying, you have to constantly fiddle about with it. I guess it's all the different sounds of different aircrafts that you fly. It's just awesome, that lighting, isn't it? So this is not the default lighting as you noticed when I changed it to, I think, high alt or something like that. I think it looks pretty good like that. Hi TLA. I don't actually use X camera. I've tried it. I don't think it really adds too much more than what you get with the default. I've never thought, that's annoying, I really wish I can do this or that. It's always been good enough for me. There's all sorts of cool little things in this plane if you haven't flown this before. So just the tiny little details. I'll just readjust my position. So notice here at the bottom, these are normally the sockets where you insert your headphones. So notice when I click on it, there you go. That's what it would sound like with your headphones on. Which is pretty cool, isn't it? So if you wanted it quiet in the cockpit, you can just do that. And then if you take it off again, it gets louder. Of course, if you open the window, you can hear the wind rush now. Okay, let's close this. There you go. You can see the sound's noticeable. There you go. We can make it a little bit quiet in here so you can hear me a little bit better. Hi, Dutch Hollander. Good to have you back. So I think, if I just check the map, I think that is it. Yep, there we go. Let's see if it's got... We'll take that one. Good, good. Killer Gaming, you want to watch out with that. I had a couple of other guys who were in the stream, and they were telling me they were watching the stream whilst driving. Please don't do that. I don't want to be responsible for you crashing. Aha, that's interesting, Happy Camper. So why is that then? Why is it only useful if you have Track IR? Does Track IR not work very well with the default camera settings? Hi Pink Sheep, good to have you back. Check out that detail, isn't that amazing? Let's get some landing lights on. Just the detail is insane, it really is. I always add a little bit of haze. I've done quite a lot of real flying, and you know, that I would say that's pretty close to the real thing. Okay, it's a little bit hazier than normal, but there's another good thing about making it a little bit hazy, is that it does help with the FPS, believe it or not, because it's sort of hiding some of the distant objects or autogen. Aha! Fair enough, Killer Gaming. Yeah, you carry on. I don't mind if you crash now. Um, yeah, it's. I'm pretty confident there's issues with YouTube. Can you guys still see me? I'm gonna pause it here and see what's going on. A couple of other streamers, I think Luna as well, had this issue. Does it seem okay now? Anyone else having problems, guys, with the stream, or does it seem okay? Hi Jason, welcome to the stream. Hi Dennis, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Dennis, I hear that a lot. A lot of people too attached to the PMDG add-ons. I think if you tried some of the payware add-ons in X-Plane, you will not be disappointed. Yes, as you can see, this is part of the New York. It was suddenly very windy here. Not a bad landing, apart from the fact it's halfway down the runway. Still though, you know it's tradition to do a replay and you guys have to rate that landing. Just before I do that, I just want to make sure you guys are still seeing this stream. Yeah, that's very annoying. I'm not sure why it's doing that, guys. Everything seems okay my end. It happened to me the other day when I was watching someone stream. It just constantly buffering. It's okay now, is it? Well, we can keep a close eye on it. Just loaded it up on my phone actually, and there's definitely an issue. It's, which is annoying. Okay, well, the main thing you guys can still see it. So let's get back and do the replay. Go. Should reverse and take off again. There you go. Have you ever seen a backward takeoff? I bet you haven't. Hi Hans. Welcome to the stream. Or should I say welcome to the intermittent stream? Hey, that was a good landing, but I'm just not happy about how far down the runway I landed. Okay, what I'm tempted to do, guys, I'm going to